මේ වෙලාවේ රනිල් තමයි.
Parliament convened at the special request of Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena today to provide updates on debt treatment deals signed with bilateral creditor nations last week. During the session, President Ranil delivered a special statement.
Last week, we achieved another significant milestone in our challenging journey towards restoring economic stability in a country that defaulted on its debts in 2022. We are proud to be among the middle-income countries that efficiently completed the debt restructuring process within a short time frame, marking a notable achievement. This is promising news. Official bilateral creditors do not typically reduce the principal amount of a loan. Instead, we can secure concessions such as extended repayment periods, grace periods and reduced interest rates. However, some fail to understand this reality and criticize the Sri Lankan government for not requesting a basic debt write-off. Others promise substantial reductions in loan amounts if they come into power. It's important to note that such actions require mutual agreement. Creditors do not comply with unilateral demands. These statements reflect a lack of understanding of international economic systems. We have secured a grace period for principal loan repayment until 2028. Significant reductions have been negotiated in interest rates now set at 2.1% or lower. The total repayment period has been extended by 8 years, ensuring that our debt will be fully settled by 2043. This flexibility allows us to gradually increase principal repayments and defer loan servicing costs, resulting in Sri Lanka maintaining a debt service of $5 billion. Currently, we are finalizing the restructuring plan for commercial debts totaling $14.7 billion, and discussions are progressing successfully. We expect to complete all of these tasks within a short time frame. Certain political groups have been spreading misinformation about our foreign debt on social media. A supporter of MP Derana falsely claimed that our total foreign debt has risen to $100 billion. The actual figure is $37 billion and no new loans have been obtained since the default declaration. We have debated with MP Derana and there have been disagreements, but he has not insulted me directly in such a manner. However, some of your supporters are actively working against you. Our international credit rating stood at level B in 2019 and was downgraded to level C in 2020 before the debt default. Credit ratings are influenced by various factors beyond debt solvency, such as economic policies and global economic conditions. Despite challenges, we have achieved several successes leading to improvements in our economic indicators. International financial institutions may consider upgrading our credit ratings based on these positive developments. Some have responded unfavorably to the positive news of debt restructuring. What is the reason for this? Is the success of the IMF program seen as good or bad news? Is it good or bad news that queues of fuel, gas and kerosene have disappeared? Is the reduction of bank interest rates from over 30% to 9% considered good or bad news? Party leaders can safely travel across the country. Previously, this was a risk. Is this good or bad news? I urge those with such pessimistic views to change their mindset for the betterment and future of our nation.
We
acknowledge the difficulty of this task. While discussing this difficult task, it has been claimed that Sri Lanka was among the countries that swiftly completed the debt restructuring process. This is inaccurate. Ghana, Argentina, Ecuador, Belize, Barbados and Chad accomplished debt restructuring before us. Notably, Ghana reduced its loan and interest rates by 37%. Mr. President, you asked whether this news is good or bad. Let me pose a few questions to you. Is the rise of malnutrition good or bad? Is an increase in unemployment good or bad? Is brain drain beneficial or harmful? Is the rise in poverty positive or negative? I urge you, Mr. President, not to politicize the debt restructuring process. Do not jeopardize the well-being of the 22 million people of this country for political gain. Let us not enter into deals that are detrimental to the country due to political agendas.
Regarding Argentina, their president significantly reduced expenses, leading their economy in the right direction. Now he proposes converting to the dollar from the peso and dollarizing the country, despite the IMF's opposition, creating a contradiction. In Ghana, it was President Nana Addo Dankwa, not the finance minister, who achieved their debt restructuring. In our case, our state minister has made progress through discussions. If he wishes to speak with President Nana Addo, I can arrange it. I know him and can even arrange the ticket. You asked whether malnutrition is good or bad. It is unquestionably bad, which is why we introduced initiatives like Asvasum and distributed 10 kilograms of rice for 2 months. That is why our minister introduced a new meal program for students. And poverty, it is undoubtedly bad. This is why we are granting land rights to 2 million people under the Urumia program and providing houses for 200,000 families. Let me ask you this. Was it good or bad to refuse the office of Prime Minister when people were starving?
අගමැතිකම ගන්න නැතුව බය දුවන එක සුබද අසුබද කියලා.